Hello, it's Stephen here from Hawkulele. Today we're going to look at tutorial number 3 for GarageBand. Today we're going to be adding your vocals. Essential equipment today again is headphones, so make sure you've got some of those nearby. We use this a lot in the Grand Old Duke of York to work out different vocal arrangements to hopefully make our singing just a little bit better. Fingers crossed. So if we go into GarageBand today, there we go. We're going to find our song that we've been working on, and that's GarageBand song number 1. So we'll click on that. So it comes up with this pane again. So if you're feeling a bit nervous that your song actually isn't there, let's just see. We'll click on this button. And there you go. You've got your 2 lines that we recorded from tutorial 1 and tutorial number 2. Just to see if they're playing okay, we'll press play. And they're there. Let's press this button to rewind it to the beginning. And there we go. Now we're going to do what we did before. We're going to add another layer, another track. What we'll do, we'll press this cross here at the bottom. And there we are. It comes up with audio recorder. Again, we can look at different things to record, but today we're going to stay with our audio recorder. Now for this, we could look at our more sounds. And we could look at the vocals, because we're going to do vocals, and there's all these different types of microphones to give you different sounds. I'm not going to worry too much about those at the moment. We'll come back to that in a bit. So I'm just going to press done, and all I'll do, I'll press voice, because I'm going to use my voice, heaven help us all, here. There it is. Again, you'll say, well, where is it? So we go to this button here, and there it is, ready and waiting for us to do some singing. Do remember that the highlighted icon here is the one that's going to record. So if this one's highlighted like so, and you press that record button, it will record over the top of it. That's something you want to avoid. So we'll press the microphone here. So this one is going to be for lead vocals. This is our first vocal here. Once you've recorded, you can actually change how the vocals sound, and I'll show you how to do that in a moment or two. When you're ready, all we need to do is press record. So we'll press record, there's the button there, and there's our counting. Now, you'll see I didn't actually sing anything at that point. I just want to show you something. If I press on our button to bring it back, you'll see there's been some recording there, but it's not really what I want. So if I'm not happy with it, all I do is I double tap on that, and I'll just delete it. And that's all you need to do if you're not happy. You could always just record over the top of it again, which is another great option. Okay, what we're going to do, I'm going to record a couple of vocals. I'm going to add in another vocal. Let me show you how I'm going to do that. So I'm going to add in another vocal ready. This point, what I'm going to do, I'll go to more sounds, because I want a different sound on my vocals. I'm going to click on vocals, and I'm going to look for something different. Let's have sweet chorus. Let's see how that works out for me. I'm going to press on here again. There we go. And I've got my lead vocal here and something called a sweet chorus there. I'm excited to see how that sounds. So I'll come back in just a moment once I've recorded, and we'll see how to mix this a little bit more. Okay, so we've got our 2 extra vocals recorded now. So let's just play through to see how that all sounds together. Here we go. We'll stop that there and press this button to rewind. There we are. Now at that point, after several attempts, what you can do is start to think to yourself, well, does that sound just how I want it to sound? Well, there's something you can do to start mixing. You'll see this little tab here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to touch that and drag it across. Now when I drag it across, this opens up lots of opportunities for me. What I can do is I can control the level these are played at. So if I look at our first track at the top, I can take that right down, or I can take it right up. And I can start to mix the sound a little bit. If this is too high, take it down. If it's too low, pull it up. If your vocal's too high, take it down or pull it up. This is where you can start to mix things. If your sweet chorus, I like that name, is too high, take it down or pull it up. There's things you can do. So you can play this through a little bit. Let's play it again. I'll fly away, oh glory, I'll fly away in the morning when I die, hallelujah, by and by. So you can see that whilst that was playing, I was messing around with the levels. You can hear how it actually changes. What you can do is play it through and listen to how it actually sounds, get the levels that you think are right. I just want to have a look at this sweet chorus. Again, great name. I'm not sure it sounds quite right. What I can do is I can mute off the different levels. So you can see these buttons here. Now I can mute. See how it goes grey when I press that on the level? And this one turns blue on the symbol, but grey on the actual sound signature. Blue here, grey on the sound. So that means I've muted all these different sections. Now if I just play that, it sounds a bit odd, this sweet chorus. I'll fly away, oh glory. Yeah, and I'm not sure that's really the sound I'm going to go for. If I unmute all of these, this is a great little tool so you can really hear what each section sounds like. If you want to do that quickly, you press the earphones icon here and see it blocks out all the other sections. If I put earphones here, I can start to bring in some of those other sections as well. There we go. So if I want to block them all out, like so, and bring them back, press again. So I'm not sure I want that sweet chorus. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to change that sweet chorus and I'm going to go up to my settings wheel up here. So if I press my setting wheel, what I'm going to look for is track controls. I want to control that particular track. So I'm going to click on track controls and it gives me lots of different options and compressors and treble and bass and all sorts of effects. I'm not going to worry too much about that. I'm going to click on Sweet Chorus here. Now that takes me back to those options that we had at the beginning. And I've got all sorts of different things that I could try. I'm going to try the extra singer. Why not? You can try any of these different things, radio ready or punchy presence or another lead vocals. It doesn't matter, you can then mix them afterwards. But I'm going to try just for fun the extra singer. There we go, and it says extra singer. I then click back on my track controls here and it brings it back. Now you can see the icons change that extra singer. So I'm going to rewind the track. I'm going to listen with my headphones there just to see what this sounds like. Let's play it. Now, it sounds kind of interesting. They put an extra, like it says, an extra singer on it. Let's hear. I'll fly away, oh glory. So it's a bit different. Now, if I add in my other vocal, you can hear it almost like a three-part harmony comes through. I'll fly away in the morning when I die. Kind of interesting. Now if I bring everything else back in as well, get rid of that. There we go. If we bring everything back in, let's have a listen to that. I'll fly away, oh glory, I'll fly away. Yeah, and I'm a bit happier with that than the original chorus that we had. So at this point, what I'm going to do again is I'm going to save this. I'm going to go to my little downward arrow up here, press on My Songs, and you see it saved it automatically. Just to double check that, click on the song again. Watch what happens after I click on My Songs in the middle. It should say saving. There we go. And it's saved, ready to go. All right, so that's how to add some vocals and how to start mixing a little bit in GarageBand. I hope that was useful for you. Next time, we'll look at adding a few more instruments in from what GarageBand has to offer. Hope you have fun, and I'll see you next time. Take care. Bye for now.